Hello. I want to talk to you today about why sex can be painful sometimes. So, actually, there are a myriad of reasons for why sex can be painful. So, I want to go in different age ranges for why it happens at this time versus this time. So, one of the common ones that I get in my therapy is people who can't consummate their marriage because the female in the partnership is having painful sex. She's never had sex before. She's actually a virgin, and they cannot consummate because the experience is so painful that she cannot let a penis insert inside of her. And so in situations like that is actually called vaginismus, and it is a pain condition in which the vagina just clamps down and like shuts. It's like, nope, nothing's getting in here. And like these clients, like even a Q-tip, if you were to try and insert a Q-tip, their vagina will clamp down. So in situations like this, some people some people will try to still force their way in, and they may do it, but then the sex is very painful because, again, if your muscles are like tightly squeezing down, then you can try and get something in there, but it's going to be a painful experience. So in the younger ages, it can be vaginismus. There can be, there's something called dyspareunia, vaginal dyspareunia, which is like the skin is just like in pain. Like there's different things that can happen also with the clitoris. There can be clitoral pain that some women experience. And so there's different conditions, and it's really important if you are in an early age having these conditions to see not only potentially a sex therapist like me, but a pelvic floor physical therapist and potentially your doctor, because a pelvic floor physical therapist will have muscle things that they can do to help you work on that pelvic pain. That's one of the reasons, is vaginismus. And another one later on actually is after a woman gives birth, if she's had an episiotomy or if she's had any vaginal tearing, then the scar tissue as it heals, again, becomes very stiff. And so what we need in a vagina is for it to be very loose and relaxed in there. Like, yes, the pelvic floor muscles do a squeezing and a releasing as it gets to an orgasm, but really you need it to release and open up for a penis to go inside of it, right? So like if there's any scar tissue where the skin is really tight and not loose, then that can be a space where it's painful. And I've had clients in here who say, I know exactly where the pain is and I can touch it exactly. So it's like a scar pain, and basically the scar tissue needs to be loosened up. And again, you're having that sort of pain, which is not uncommon, you need a pelvic floor therapist helping you out as well. I can help as a sex therapist with teaching you ways to be sexual while you're getting that treated, but it's really important for you to get it treated with a pelvic floor physical therapist, because I'm a talk therapist. I'm not in there. I can't do muscle work. I just can't. And so a pelvic floor physical therapist combined with me can help do some of that muscle work. And don't think that if you've had a C-section that you're immune to vaginal pain, because anytime you have a baby, this whole area gets like reorganized and strangely stretched and moved around. And so even people who've had C-sections, sometimes that movement of basically the baby wrecks your body, that can still create like vaginal pain after you've had a kid. So it's funny that people think, oh, well, you've just stretched, the baby has stretched out a vagina. You would think that would open it up and make it easier, but it really depends. Like bodies, it's a trauma that the body goes through as it's going through birth, and that has impact. So that there can still be something that happens with C-section that creates pain as well. Hormones can create pain during intercourse. So like if you are not producing enough estrogen is responsible for lubrication in the vagina. And so like whatever level of estrogen you may need to have that lubrication may be impacting things. Here's another thing. So aging, we talk about like menopause. Yeah, hormones changing in menopause or perimenopause can absolutely impact intercourse. And the thing is sometimes with stuff like that, like just adding lubricant can be a simple change that makes it better for you. But like, I know that even me, when I hit my 30s, I just could tell a difference in my lubrication in my vagina. Like it wasn't as wet as it once was. And so even that, like some of this is just the normal change in aging. And so when you see me, one of the things I'll do is I do a full assessment of what's going on. Where's the pain? Is it skin? Is it muscular? When's it happening in what sexual experiences? And that gives me direction for where to help you, basically. And so sometimes we're doing the work just you and me, but sometimes then I'll bring in a team of helpers to make sure we're really reducing or eliminating that pain altogether. Because some of this stuff isn't stuff you can talk your way out of. Like if you have a pelvic muscle that's squeezing like this, that's not gonna you're not gonna just talk your way out of that. So if you would like to see me, I would be happy to give you a full assessment to figure out what's going on. Please submit a contact form at therapistinstlouis.com. And I do see people online via Zoom. Please like and subscribe and submit any comments below.